All right, so we're gonna be reviewing Dragon's Dogma.
Well, hang on, you're getting ahead of yourself. First of all, we're back, and since you're watching this, that means you watched the first one, and
Maybe you did.
somebody likes us.
No,
they don't.
It might not mean we're doing this during daylight hours. As you can tell, it's a little bit brighter in here. Our German eyes are showing purely,
and our ugliness is much more clear.
It's much more clear. We're gonna be reviewing Dragon's Dogma. And we've already played through this game to the extent that any fucking nerd could ever play through it. So we're trying to figure out new ways to introduce this to people who have never played this game before. It is a very fun game.
It is.
I recommend it to everybody.
People in our group, big-titted whores.
Yeah, I mean that. You play through it and you're trying to play all honest and stuff like that, but really, in the end, you just want big-titted whores as your video game characters because. For one, your pawns are going to be picked up, and a pawn is the person that you whore out to everyone else online.
And then they get paid. Then you get paid for that. So
exactly.
You're really the pimp.
Exactly.
And the pawn is the whore. You don't even have to do any work, so it's great. And then the pawn doesn't even complain. So really, they're better than whores, actually.
They are the epitome of whores in this game. So Adam's walking you through.
Good shout out there to the people who came up with that fucking awesome idea.
Awesome idea. Yeah. Actually, love the idea. We wish we could make our pawns a little bit more individual. Hoary is a word. Corey, in fact, is a word that we would use. But Adam's going to kind of walk you through some of the gameplay and stuff like that, and he's going to show you how badass the players can be. So I'm going to pan over to that.
So we actually just restarted. This is on Brian's account, and this is the cool thing is once you beat the game, you restart it, and you can restart with like any items you have whatsoever. So we respect as a mage for this one because he had some pretty cool shit to do with that. So here's his main character. And as you can see, here's his pawn named Quagmire.
And it was a guy before, and we kind of changed it to a chick just because we were bored.
Yeah, and that happens. Here's actually my character from my game, Scarlet.
Scarlett Johansson with the tickle bitties there.
And the red hair.
And the red hair.
And then just a Lilith from, I don't even know, this is somebody else.
I don't know if it's a Borderlands reference or what, because it doesn't look anything like Lilith from Borderlands.
It doesn't.
So.
And it's not bonerific, but that's okay. Which that's probably good that it's not. But this is literally right at the start of the game. We kind of cut through all the bullshit. But it's a fun game, though. Right away off the bat, let you know this game doesn't fuck around. It says it makes a dragon kill you and then tells you that you have to kill said dragon that already killed you. So they don't fuck around.
Yeah, and it's not like most other games where they kind of like drop you and you're like, there's that whole issue of I gotta learn to play video games because I've never played video games before. No, they pretty much say, hey, if you haven't played a video game before, then fuck you. We're gonna
figure this shit out
and get back to us, type thing.
And like right here now, you'll find these people throughout the world where you can rest, and this is where you manage your stored items. And then I'll actually show you. Here's all the shit that Brian actually got from his previous game. As you can see, he had a lot of shit.
Okay, well, let's pan back and let's talk about a little bit of what we did because we kind of left them out on the whole issue. In this video game, I didn't realize you could play through it twice, kind of like Borderlands, you know. Apparently, once you beat the video game, then you can do the coolest thing ever and just take a fucking sword and shove it through your heart, and apparently you'll start over. Except you'll have all your equipment and shit. And do you have all the abilities and stuff you had from before?
Like in this game, you can respec or you can like change if you want to be a fighter, if you want to be like a ranger type thing or a mage. And then they have alternate classes, so like a battle mage, an assassin, a warrior, that type of shit. The nice part is, all you have to do is at the start, if you want to change your vocation, you just buy that initially, and then you can switch back between the two whenever you want. You don't have to pay any extra to do it. Really, all you gotta do is re-equip yourself, because a mage can't have a fucking sword or heavy-ass armor.
Exactly, yeah.
But any skills that you got when you initially had that first one, you keep them all. It's all there. So it's really cool because it doesn't like make you respec and spend a whole lot of in-game money to try something new. You know, there's absolutely no penalty.
They realize the fact that you fucking went through this whole fucking bullshit. And
it creates for so much replayability that it's awesome. You know, if if you're talking online with your friends and like they're using your pawn and you know you just don't give a shit, you'd be like, man, I really wish I had a badass mage right now. It's like, oh well, you know, I had a mage and I respect. You can go and change it so your thing's a mage again and be, you know, rapeable, soft to everything. Just take that staff, shove it up someone's ass, and light it on fire.
And with respect to the pawn and stuff like that, they're online. People can use your pawn to like beat shit and stuff like that.
Pour it out. You're whoring out your pawn.
Pretty much, you're whoring out your pawn. So you want to make it as look as kick-ass and as experienced as possible.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is to have a huge fucking bust line.
Well,
make sure that him or her kicks ass or has good junk, I guess. But yeah. That for this game, that's kind of like the big issue here. Super fun game as far as that, because after after you whore out your spec dude, people online can give you a gift. I pretty much give the gift that keeps on giving, which is laughter and saying thanks for your pawn, you fucking screw. But no, well, either that or like rotten meats or something like that.
I would swear you're a Jew, you tight bastard.
So the game, so Dragon's Dogma has been out for like a fucking year, and this is why we're reviewing it. But
we got really bored with Fable 3 and just got pissed off.
Exactly.
All we were was bitching about how much better this game is.
Yeah.
So like, fuck this, we got it.
So we were actually going to review Fable 3 because Fable 4 is coming out really soon, and we wanted to just give an FYI to the fucking people that wrote that, you know.
Fuck you.
Fable the first one and the second one were pretty fun. I mean, I'm not going to lie about that. But as far as comparing it to Dragon's Dogma, the fact that it's so much more real better. And stuff like that, yeah.
Better.
Definitely better. Something to, you know, think about and consider and live up to. I know you programmers are probably masturbating constantly in a room by yourselves, but too much.
With your sticky keyboards.
With your sticky keyboards. But, yeah, Dragon's Dogma kind of hit it on the roof. The only thing that we would like to change is the fact
more places to go.
Yeah, more places to go. Fast travel is complete bullshit. We need some fast travel, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, we love to play games and maybe a little bit of multiplayer. I don't know. It's hard to work multiplayer into a game like this, but you know, even some objective-based multiplayer wouldn't be a bad idea. Super fun game though. Super proud of Capcom. Capcom for producing a game that didn't make you want to fucking pluck
Rub one out for us, guys, because you earned it.
Or like every other Capcom game, if you ever played it, it makes you want to fucking just pull your hair out because you can't believe how ridiculously hard it is, and at least with the Super Nintendo versions. So, cheers to Capcom for fucking stepping it up a little bit, and they released a game, and yeah, it was super hard, but it was also super fun because all the shit that was released against it, you know, you guys kind of sunk the fucking battleship on that one. So, I guess that's all we have to say about that. I want to plug our sponsor. They gave us Blackbeard drink, so we want to plug our sponsor and say, hey, thanks a lot for sponsoring us.
Thanks for supporting alcoholism and our.
They know we just get drunk and rip on video games anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. So thanks.
And nobody's gonna watch it, so it's not like we're gonna get sued or anything.
No.
I mean,
it'll be great because we'll be like, Blackbeard is the best drink ever, and